Everybody, welcome to some Wingspan. I see a lot of nectar in the tray. And what do we got? Osprey might be a good starting bird. Brown falcon might be a better bird to start with. Let's see what our bonus cards are. Fucking birds. I want that guy then. Lots of tucks going on in this world. This world of Oceania. And what else do we have? Don't have much by way of producers. We got a cuckoo. We could go pink power. With egg generation being so slim in Wingspan, I feel like people find alternative ways, other birds that create eggs outside of the grasslands quite frequently. So I feel like in some ways this guy is good. In other ways, maybe not so much. We want birds with tuck cards to start. We're gonna have two. We're gonna be getting. I'm eyeballing that cuckoo. We don't have a vole nest yet. We don't have a star nest. Do we bank it and wait? I feel like it's too expensive. We are going to. Well, it's so nice to be able to get eggs. I feel like we do hold on to it. So we'll do this. I feel. We do have all that nectar too. Maybe grab this guy. We were going first, so we'll snag up that nectar. Grab 2 nectar, discard the osprey. Get the bunting down in the forest, get some more food. Play the falcon. And do some digging. I like it. Alright, here we go. Let's see what my opponent is up to. 3 birds, 2 food. Also has a rat in there. Might have a predator coming himself. So, put down our... Nope, we're gonna... Oh, shoot. Snow bunting does not go in the grasslands, I see. That's too bad. I mean, the forest. It does go in the grasslands. We'll snag this good stuff up. Maybe we put down our brown falcon first. Do some digging, and as soon as we see a tucking bird go down, we can play that bunting or predator or anything else that might result in tucks. Or we could just put it down first. Okay, some sort of predator is played that requires tucks. Well, we're both banking on the other person laying eggs. We both got those pink powers. I think we'll put down our snow bunting. Let's do that first thing. We just don't want to make sure we don't miss any tucks, and some tucks do happen when a bird is played, so we'll do that. All right, and so opponent gains food. So I've been thinking about this. The bad part about, we're gonna have a little game of chicken here. If I play the cuckoo, I don't have proper boldness for this guy. Opponent so far doesn't have a proper boldness for his either, but I suspect he'll grab one before I do. That's in our wetlands. And so I'm gonna have to lay eggs first to get down a bull nest once I find one. So he's gonna get an egg out of that. And then he might be just ahead the egg game the whole time. I might be the one who has to go for eggs. We'll see. Of course, he'll have one and I'll have 2, so maybe he'll run out of eggs first. It's going to be an interesting game with these egg battles. Let's see what we got. None of these are great early, I feel like. Another pink power. That guy is good. Oh, that's a bull nest too. There's an egg generator itself as well. So that's kind of great. And it's a tucker. Too bad we missed that guy. So I think we're actually going to play this guy in the forest, just for the sake of tempo here. It might be wiser in the wetlands, though. Because our current card generation is not particularly great. But I think we are going to do that, and we're going to get rid of our Shrike. I'm going to get a grub, I mean not a grub, a nectar. We're going to put down our grackle, and then we should easily grab some cards, and then get some more food, and tuck a card. That's nice. Opponent really hoping that I lay eggs, but now that I just really did a big fat denial on that with the grackle, so we can just ride out the grackle for the rest of the game. Final round, we're going to have to worry about laying eggs, and then we're going to counterplay our cuckoo to ensure that he becomes even less likely to get eggs for me to visit my grasslands. It's clear that he really banked hard on. Oh, thanks. Take that. That's a good bird to tuck. Anything here we like? We got to play another bird. I think it would be fun. Also feels a little early for it, but another pink power. Gonna be the battle of the pinks. So glad we got that Song Sparrow so we can tuck it. Would have been a nice one to have right there. Yet another egg generator that can be used outside of the grasslands. So yeah, my opponent's going to be off to a very rough start here with these two. We're going to do nothing but sit there. This one was 1 point for 2 food, so going to be in a bit of trouble. Any tucks for my friend here? Nope. All right, so we will just what do we want? We'll just take some grubs. We're going to give my opponent a reroll if we do that. I'm okay with it. I feel like grubs are good. Although a fish might be good. There's lots of nice fish-eating birds these days. And we'll get rid of this guy, the perfect guy to discard, and there we go. We get our 1 tuck. Even if my opponent manages to play a bird, well, my opponent has no eggs, so. Now they are in trouble. Of course, I can play my cuckoo next round. Not next round, but after gaining food one more time. Woodcock might be nice. The Nightjar, Wagtail. We don't want the Wagtail, of course, because we are not going to be touching our grasslands. Not so sure I want that crested pigeon. It is situationally dependent. So I think I'm just going to grab some food here. Get one of those. Get yet another tuck in. And then we can get down our cuckoo to really seal the deal. My opponent is going to go for. Well, he might try to snag up some nectar. That would be good for me. He does, which gives me time to get down my cuckoo here. And I think we're going to play the mannequin next for more bonus space. That food looked good. Yeah, I'd say so. Oh, you know what? We need to do this. We need to save that nectar for our mannequin. So I'm gonna grab myself an egg out of this, which is very nice. I will hopefully. Oh, he's grabbing the yellow hammer. Just thinking of turning it into play another bird, which means I'm going to be getting plenty of cards. So you have to visit the grasslands at least once a turn. We got 2 fucking birds so far. It's a pretty darn good bonus card right off the bat. Not so sure about the Cooper's Hawk. It's good to build out the forest. All right, so do we go for the night jar? I think we can do that. I think we do. My opponent's gonna be hitting the grasslands at least once a turn as well. Get our side. I guess we gotta talk to Coop. You love myself talk. But maybe not in the game of Wingspan for this particular game. It's definitely a pink game. Where you're hoping for a few more fucking birds early on, because oftentimes the ones you want to play early. Not necessarily the case. In Oceania, there's some more game end bombs that have fucking powers, so that is nice to see. We are going mega pink. We're gonna be getting some food. We're gonna be getting some eggs. Life is good. We're going to be getting some ducks if my opponent ever decides to play Duck and Bird, although that might have just shut things down there. Feeling pretty darn good about this game so far. Not afraid of the yellow hammer. There we go. Give me that grub. I will take it. Alright. Not much in the tray we're all that excited about. We got no eggs. Oyster catcher is a maybe, just because more cards is always good. It's a little late for this end of round goal. Unless my opponent lays eggs. Nope, we do have the food for it. Oh, he might lay eggs, and if so, he's only got 1 turn left. Food is probably not that appealing. He's got to play. Yeah, we're going for that oyster catcher. He's got to play a bird. This yellow hammer. Well, yet another egg layer. We got to tuck out of it. We are going to be giving my opponent a card, unfortunately. Come on, give me that egg. If my opponent does not give me an egg, I'll grab more cards and spend the nectar. He's hoping to build out his grasslands with this magpie, which is good. That means more egg laying for me. There we go. We got ourselves an egg. The tempo of this game just feels very much in my favor at this point. Yep. Okay. Which one of these, all these very nice birds do I want to keep? None of them are tucking birds. Not going to be going to my grasslands very much. Bunting or night heron, I suppose, is the question. I feel like bunting. What's my opponent got going on? Man, 3 bombs. He might want... he would probably want... we're gonna... Night heron? And of course the flycatcher is just straight up 8-point bird. None of them have beaks pointing to the left. One of them is a ground nest, though, so that'll be the deciding factor. We'll take the night heron. And then we're still going to get one of those other two, so life is good. It's interesting how in this version, you draw all the cards from the deck. And from in the board game arena version, you could draw it from the deck or the tray. And I suspect that the board game arena is the proper rules. It doesn't say anything here about drawing specifically from the deck, so a little difference between the two versions. Yeah, I'll take an 8-point bomb. More egg nest for us. I mean, more bowl nest for us for our cuckoo. Got a bird to tuck here, so we can go hit up the forest next. Still hoping for more tucking birds. Well, there's a tucking bird, but again, it's one of those birds that feels a little late. It's a 5-point bird. Would I go out of my way for that bird? If it was just a 5-point bird, I don't think so. But I do feel like I need to draw cards here again. Because we really want to spend one to get an extra food, I feel. We're going to want to go to the grasslands twice. Let's get some cards. Freeze Hall's not worth it. That's a maybe. That's a no. Brown Falcon, not doing the trick for us yet. I feel as though people overvalue the new predators. They don't seem that great to me. Alright, my phone's maybe heated late. Well, we've got a Hoey. We've got 2 eggs left still, so he is, well, we're going to be able to get an egg from the grackle, so we don't have to worry about our egg situation. That's another egg generator. But that's facing the right direction. How are we doing on this end of round goal? We only have 2. I think we might actually play him. Of course, it's going to take a couple dives into... maybe not. Maybe we just give up on that end of round goal. We gotta tuck him anyways here, so it doesn't seem worth it. And I think, and of all, I guess we're gonna have to go with Flycatcher. Our eggs do not allow otherwise, unless my opponent, of course, lays some eggs. Or just building out a grassland. Collecting bonus cards, starting to get a little scary. Somehow he's winning all the nectar. Well, we're tied on 2, and he's winning the nectars in the grasslands, but we're about to pull way ahead here, and he's only got 1 more turn. Do something about it. We somehow got stuck with a bunch of wetland birds. 2 wetland birds in the tray. Cardinal, it's not a tucking bird. Feels late for that. So I believe what we are going to do is we got 3 turns left. Hey, we get an egg. That is good. I think we can actually dive into the oh, don't skip. Dive into the, get rid of this guy. 5-point play. Probably 2 eggs. Eggs are a little short here. And, oh, you know what? Alright, so we can't do this yet. We do need to head for the forest first. So, I mean, the wetlands. Let's just do this. Nope. Probably not. In fact, I'm sure not. Hey, there we go. now next turn we can some cards on the Grackle. Opponent doesn't have a single looking bird himself, so my bunting is not proving much worth. Now we have some cheaper cards to play, so that some cheaper cards to toss around. Ooh, and another card. That we can also get rid of. Alright. So I have a very sweet cat who's blocking the view of my screen currently. We are going to grab the rat, and we're going to get rid of a card. You can definitely go. We're going to hope for nectar or a fish. I got a nectar. Thank you very much. We will have 2 eggs. What's this goal looking like? Oh, up by 2, so. Eastern Screech Owl, not a tucking bird. Just not feeling it. So we are still not quite out of the woods yet. But once my opponent starts hitting up that grasslands, which they seem inclined to do, we'll be getting plenty of eggs. We have plenty of spaces to do it. That looks good. Get rid of my 2 eggs. And that'll really help us get some more bombs. And then our platform nest is... We've got 4 of them. My opponent has a single platform nest. Oh, but it's eggs. So we just have to make sure we're hitting up that mannequin with our cuckoo. I predict grassland activations based on what I'm seeing here. All right. We're going to hope for an okay tray. Opponent wins 2. Chiff Chaff, my opponent might really like that. Yeah, look at all these cards. So that is going to, that might seal the deal for him. Oh, that does not go into the grasslands, so maybe, maybe not. They played the Woodcock with their Willy Wagtail. They gotta go for that Chiff Chaff. There's just too many points in their hands with all these cards. But at the same time, you can exchange cards for so much in this game that maybe it's not as valuable as one might think. He doesn't go for it. He's got a plan, and he's going to stick to it. I do not think that we particularly want Chiff Chaff either. We have no plan, unfortunately. We got high point birds here. Maybe we, well, the food is not really looking particularly satisfying. There's no nectar in there. We are now winning 2 nectar battles. Up by 1 in the wetlands and down by 1 in the forest. So we do hope to find more nectar. I think we're going to... I'm just thinking, do we grab cards? I'm not going to get any nectar, so we might as well. I was thinking of maybe getting one that I could. Don't know if you are appropriate. You are cheap. You do not. The finch is a 5-point bird. A bonus card. Might do well in the grasslands. I'm not so sure. Really wanted some bombs, of course. Maybe do it in the forest. And activate our Grackle. We're getting lots of food here. What is my opponent up to. Laying eggs would not be a good idea. So I think we can get rid of you. I am eyeballing this finch. That way we can cycle out cards, get food. We might have to play the hornbill. Oh, it is a tucking bird. So we're not going to have any... Oh, there. Okay, okay. I have a plan. We will play this guy. That's good. We'll have 2 turns to get the food for him. Any eggs that we get are going to go into the mannequin. And then we can use our mannequin to play our hornbill at the end of the game. And then any eggs we get from our friend will be spent on the hornbill. So that is a good plan. Plus we'll be cycling out our cards with our finch. Maybe something better will come along, but I actually think this is a pretty good plan here. There we go, we got 1. So, you also have to think about this end of round goal. My opponent has not gone to the grasslands yet, to the wetlands yet. Do they plan to activate their wagtail? Yep, they only have 2 spaces, so we are actually going to... Well, let's see. And they only have... We could... So, I think we're just destined to tie this end of round goal, which I'm okay with. We don't want to go into the grasslands for more eggs. How many turns do they have left? They've got 1. So we're just going to do this. We are going to get that delicious food. All right, so that's perfect for our hornbill. We'll be able to get 1 more next round. Cycle out our woodpecker. That guy. 1 more turn of that. And then that will be the game. Hoping that that nectar sticks around. I think he has to go to the wetlands now if he wants to activate the wagtail. Which is why I don't fear the wagtail too much. He's gonna want to go into the grasslands though and get eggs on his woodcock. Get 1 on his magpie. Nope, he's going to the wetlands. He says, I don't care. Alright, so we are going to tie the end of round. That's fine by me. We got bigger plans. Grab this guy. We could get rid of a card for a food for tiebreaker. Let me try to get this correct. Get a grain, get a rat. So first my food is going away. Excellent. Goodbye, vulture. Alright. Oh my god, I just screwed that up so hard. I forgot that the mannequin, you cannot play nectar. Well, luckily we still have the food for it. That's too bad. Whew, barely. That was a mistake. But, by a miracle, we will still have the food. Alright, tie that end around goal. I nearly ruined everything. But, yowza. I don't like it. Two, two more points. But I still feel good about that. That was a 5 plus 2 is 9. Not a terrible end of game play. So now, to the scores. Man, oh man. Opponent does win 2 out of the 3. So we'll see. Early game, I was feeling good about it. Wow. It's a pretty big lead right there. Bonus cards, he got me beat. It's not bad though. Well, going back on the eggs, perhaps? Nope. All those tucks. It is a solid 103 to 85. Not a bad game. I think we did shut him down early with the complete ignoring of the grasslands. And these 2 cards were useless to him, which really hurts. But otherwise, and we almost totally messed it up at the end there, but we just, by sheer luck, had the food we needed. So, anyways, GG to my opponent. Thank you all for watching, and I'll check you on the next one.